Hello again everybody and welcome back to Will Does Magic. My name is Will and I hope you are all having a magical day today. Now in today's video I'm going to show you a great, superb, amazing, call it whatever you like. It's a perfect self-ripping card trick that uses older cards. Now we are going to rip these cards apart. I'm going to give you a warning in advance for that, so please bring a couple of cards that you're no longer using in Magic. Maybe you have drawn on them, they can be marked, but you're not using them in Magic currently. That's the main point. Now this is a great way of utilizing cards that have maybe gone bad or got a few marks on them or anything like that, so you can still use them in a performance. Now this trick was originally performed by Dan White, as from where I've seen it. He may have taken it from somebody, I don't know, but I'll link his video down below in the description so you can go and check him out as well. If you do like the video, please show up by hitting the like button, comment on what you guys want to see next, and as always, if it's the first time you're seeing me or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. But without further ado, let's get into performance of this trick. So guys, for this trick you're going to need, as I said, older used cards. Now I'll show you these cards. This is not even a full deck. This is just a couple of cards I had lying around. It doesn't really matter, and if you got multiple spectators, you're going to do this for multiple people. Now preferably you would have at least one spectator, but you can do it with 3, 4, 5, 6, however many you want to, as long as you got enough cards. We're going to pick out 4 cards. Now these could be literally any cards. I'm going to put the rest away, so every spectator gets 4 cards. Now as I said, these could be any cards. I mean, I can show you them either, like it could be any cards at random, it doesn't matter. Now we're gonna make this a kind of step-by-step guide, so I'm gonna do it and then you're gonna follow. Now the sad thing about this trick is that we are gonna rip the cards in half, so we're gonna start by doing that. So what I like to do is just hold them and then ripping down the longer side of the cards, just like that. So we're gonna rip them down, preferably as much in half as possible, so just like that. Now we got 2 halves. I would like you to decide if you would like to put, or which pile you would put on top of the other. Now you can pick whichever one, so I'm just going to do this, but you can do it a totally different way. Now I'd like you to cut the cards wherever you like. So you can cut them after 1 card, you can cut them after 3 cards, you can cut them after 5 cards. So wherever you like, I'm going to cut them right here and put those cards to the bottom of the deck. Now once you've done that, I want you to take the top 3 cards and I want you to put those somewhere in the middle of the pack. So not on top, not on bottom, but they can go anywhere else in the pack. Now keep them together and you just put them anywhere you like in the deck. Now once you've done that, I want you to take the top card and I want you to hide it away. Now what I'm going to use is I'm going to put it down right there. And then I'm going to take the card box, which I can show you it's completely empty. I'm going to place this half of card inside. I'm going to lock it down. I'm going to place it right there for the rest of the performance. So now if you were here, I'll ask you to maybe sit on the card, put it in a pocket, or somewhere where only you know that card, only you can know where the card is, only you can know how you're feeling it. Nobody can take the card. You can't change it. That's the main point. Sorry for just mumbling up something in between. All right, now I would ask a spectator to name any card or any number between 2 and 5. So let's say they said 3. All right, so we're going to take the top 3 cards and we're going to put them somewhere in the middle of the pack again. So let's say we put them right above that bottom card, just like that. And then we're going to square up those cards again. Now I'm going to ask another spectator to name a number between maybe 2 and 4. So let's say they say 2, we're going to take the top 2 cards and once again we're going to slide them in somewhere in the middle of the pack. Now I'm going to ask a third spectator to name another number between 2 and 4. So let's say they said 3. Now I'm going to take those 3 cards and I'm going to trade them with a neighbor. So let's say I took those 3 cards and then I had a neighbor just taking 3 cards from there. We're going to take the neighbor's 3 cards and put them somewhere in the middle of the pack. So now what we've done so far is that we shuffled the cards from the start. We ripped them in half. You got to cut the cards wherever you like. You got to cut them again. We picked a number at random. We put them in the middle. We picked another number, put them in the middle. We picked another number and then we traded them with the neighbor, and then we put those in the middle. So now what we're gonna do is maybe the most fun part of this whole trick. We're gonna take the top card and we're gonna put it at the bottom. Super fun, right? No, I'm just kidding. The fun part is actually when you take this top card now and you fling that away. Just get rid of it. And then you're gonna take the next top card, put it to the bottom. You're gonna take the top card once again and fling it away. Top card to the bottom, top card, fling it away. Top card to the bottom, top card, fling it away. Top card to the bottom, top card, fling it away. And top card to the bottom, and top card, fling it away. Now you should be left with only one card here. Now, as I said, we shuffled the cards. We even shuffled the cards ourselves with different numbers. We took numbers and we put them in the middle of the pack. We switched the cards with neighbors then and put them in, and then we move the card down and fling one or the other, and then we're left with one single card. Now remember that we picked out a card after we've shuffled the first set of cards and we put it in the box or in the pocket or if we're sitting on it, but we decided on a single piece of card before we even did the shuffling and the switching and all of that. I would now like all of you to take that single piece of card out, and hopefully that card should match exactly the card that you're left with. Now that was the trick, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's get into the tutorial of this trick. So as I said, guys, this trick is absolutely unbelievable, but it does require you destroying the cards, which is, I guess, kind of a bad thing. But if you think about it, they could all keep their halves as a souvenir after they've thrown them away. So they'll always remember kind of what happened based on that card, which is a kind of nice way, because otherwise you have to give away the cards, which you're kind of doing either way, but now you're giving them a souvenir and they've actually done the trick themselves. So as I said, this is a self-working card trick, which means this is straightforward. All you got to do is follow the instructions step by step and you'll be good to go. So you're going to give out 4 cards. Now it really doesn't matter what these 4 cards are. They can be any cards, preferably, as I said, old, worn out. You're not using them anymore. You just want to get rid of them, not lying around, which makes this trick perfect. So you're going to ask the spectator firstly. They can shuffle these cards if they like to. I mean, it doesn't matter. But they're going to rip the cards in half. So they're going to take the cards and they're going to rip it straight down the middle as fairly and as straight as possible. Now this could be hard for some people, so give them a bit of time and just let them do it. They can use scissors if they like to, but preferably just give them time and they'll be able to do it. Now here's the first decision that you're going to ask them, if they want to put, or which pile they want to put on top of the other. Now it doesn't matter, they can put either one. I'm going to put that one on top, but you don't want to mix up the order of the cards. So you don't want to kind of do anything like shuffle these regular. You want to have the cards freshly ripped off and then just put one pack on top of the other. Now this is a mathematical card trick, which is why this works. So you want to make sure that you make these steps as clear as possible for everybody, especially if you got a bigger audience. You want to make sure that you do the movements very clearly, very kind of visible, so you see that you put one pile on top of the other. And then you make every step as clear and as visual as possible so everybody can follow. Because if somebody makes a mismatch over here, their trick is not going to work. So try to make it as visual and as clear as possible throughout the instructions. So first step, rip the cards in half. Second step, put one pile on top of the other. Now they can cut the cards wherever they like. So they can cut maybe 5 cards or 6 cards down and they put the cut cards on the bottom. Now they're going to take the top 3 cards and put those somewhere in the middle of the pack. Now, not on the top, not on the bottom, but somewhere else in the middle. So let's say they put them straight down here. Now you're going to ask them to take the top card and they're going to hide it away. Now the reason you're asking for the top card is because the top card and the bottom card are now the same cards. So they take the top card. I'm going to put it down in this corner for now. This is my kind of neighbor's pile, but this corner contains my secret card that we put away. If you got a bigger audience, it's usually a good idea to ask them to sit on it or put it in a pocket, but we're going to keep it here for now. So they put a single card down. You're now going to ask a person in the audience to pick a number between 2 and 5. Now, since you got the other card on the bottom, they can pick any number between 2 and 5. So let's say they pick number 4. And then you ask them to put those cards somewhere in the middle. Now, not on the top, not on the bottom, but somewhere else in the middle of that pack, because you want to keep that 6 of spades at the bottom. Now you're going to do this a second time. So you're going to ask the spectator, all right, pick a number between 2 and 4 this time maybe. So let's say they pick the number 2. All right, you're going to take 2 cards and put them somewhere in the middle of that pack. Now you can even set it, you can spread these cards out. You can put 1 card near the bottom and 1 card maybe closer to the middle. Because as long as you keep that bottom card in the same position, you're good to go. Now here's where you kind of mess up most people's mind. Because now you're going to ask them to once again name a number between 2 and 5. And they can say whichever number they like. And you're going to trade them with a neighbor. So let's say they pick the number 4. Then the next neighbor you got is going to take their 4 cards and you're going to switch them. So these were from my pack, these were from the neighbor's pack. We're going to switch them over. And you're going to ask them to put the neighbor's cards somewhere in the middle of the pack. So somewhere in the middle, they put them in. The trick here is that your bottom card is still going to be that 6 of spades, which is the same card as is lying right here. And now once they've done that, you're going to ask them to say, all right, so now let's get into the fun part of the trick. I want you to take the top card and I want you to put it on the bottom. Then I want you to take the next top card and fling that away. The top card to the bottom, and then you fling the next card away. Now you can make a joke about saying that this is called the Australian shuffle because you're putting it down, under, and then you throw it away, and down, under, throw it away. You can make countless of jokes of this, but you want to keep doing this throughout the pack. And then you're going to be left with 1 card. And now if everybody's followed the instructions correctly, they're all going to be left with 1 single card. And now you're going to say to them that, all right, so we shuffle the cards, we cut the cards, or you guys cut the cards wherever you like. You then picked a random number from the audience. We put those cards in the middle. We did that 2 times. And then we even asked you to switch cards with the neighbors. And then we put out the cards, put 1 down there, threw 1 away, and then we're left with 1 single card after all that we did. And then you ask them to pull out their hidden card or the card that they're sitting on. And they're going to see straight away that that tear is going to match pretty exactly. And you ask them to flip them over, and that card is going to be their selected card from the start. So as I said, guys, it is a super simple self-working card trick, but it's so powerful because you can do it for so many people at the same time. And it's got so many moving parts that you're going to get thrown away if you're not used to self-working magic, that you have no idea what's going on. Now, I do recommend you to give it a go, but as I said, use cards that are used, because you don't want to rip out cards all the way and all the time. It's not fun. If you're using 52 cards, you can only do it for 13 people, including you. So kind of, you know, it's not a card trick that you just go around and do all the time. Use your old cards for this. With that said, I want to say a huge thank you for us hitting the 1500 subscriber giveaway. There will be another one at Christmas time, and there will be another one once we hit 2000. So please make sure that you keep liking the video, sharing them, and commenting on all my videos, because I've seen that you guys do it a lot and I'm super appreciative of it. And as always, if you're new to the channel or if it's the first time you're seeing me this time, hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. I wish you all a magical day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.